Hey, give them a big cheer as they leave Painesville.
It was a fast start to the second stage of the Australian Paper Tour of Gippsland. 105.7 kilometres of rolling terrain from Painesville to Meetung.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of attacks obviously because there's so many guys off GC, but you're still getting that situation where there's 5 teams on that team's classification for NRS, and that's a big focus for a lot of teams now, and I think that's good too. But it makes the racing a lot more aggressive, and therefore no breakaways, and we've seen that a few times in the NRS so far this year. The only time a breakaway succeeded is when we've allowed it to. It was always going to be very dicey with so many guys cut out of GC yesterday. And so there's a lot of attacks and stuff, but I think that racing really suits us because we train hard. We train for UCI level races, and so we're ready for that sort of challenge every day.
JML Racing and Oliver's Real Food comprised the main break that was only afforded a tiny gap. Avanti Iceaway Sport and Subaru N-Swiss and MS were determined for a bunch sprint.
Yeah, Pat Lane for us today was fantastic. You know, like he's really here to help us get the results we require. But today he had his chance to get up the road and he was fantastic. And at the end, when I was low on food, he helped me out there as well. So it's just that role playing, everyone fulfills their role, but today he was a level above. In the end, it split up the hills, and again, I put it to Mobius, who, you know, in times when it's probably not in their advantage to ride with us in the wheels, they still take it on to give themselves an opportunity. Absolute chaos with about 7 Ks to go. Obviously, there's the reduced group, and then you got to play that game. So we had Joe Cooper throwing attacks off the front. We had Robbie Hucker, Sam Crone, Pat Lane, but they kept going away with other GC riders. In particular, I think there was a couple of guys that were up there in top 10 yesterday, and it's important we didn't let them get away, but you know, Scott Law was very impressive at the finish as well.
They'll be doing 60 Ks an hour as they come into town. Looks like it might be the bad. Look at Scott Law! Scott Law in the yellow! Oh, it's close! Bradshaw, I think it's Bradshaw, maybe on the outside, the Oliver's rider.
What a great win.
Yeah, look, I owe it all to the guys. What a fantastic team, you know, like, it's hard not to get emotional. They just work so hard. So the win was good because I didn't want to let them down.
Scott Law of the Subaru N-Swiss and MS team and Sean Whitfield from Oliver's Real Food rounded out the podium. Shaw assumed the race lead with his stage victory.